Hello and welcome to a Smurp video, and it's time for Fall of the House of X issue 2 run through. So our story begins on an Orchis station with Dr. Status and MODOK in play. Phelong has gone after Invincible Iron Man because he's got a brand new suit. Apparently read Invincible Iron Man 15 for that one. Meanwhile, they realize that the rock coming towards them is something a little bit more sinister. Polaris and Nowhere Place, etc. And it starts chomping at the bits as she comes flying in, the master of magnetism, as she releases her broad upon the humans. She actually keeps the station in orbit, even though that means that people will escape. She intends to be quite brutal with these people very quickly. And she is after Dr. Status. And at this point, she's also trying to kill Farstar. So this written by Gerry Duggan. Lucas Werneck is on the art. Brian Valenza is on the colors. VC's Travis Lahum is on the letters. Tom Miller and Jay Bowen on design. So meanwhile, a ship is heading towards the station. Regardless, they intend to go in hot, and they've got captured with them a Wolverine who thinks it's amusing. And we know why he thinks it's amusing. That's right, because Colossus is the one who took Wolverine in there in a disguise. And yeah, their plan to be discreet was never going to fully work, but hey ho, let the action begin. Meanwhile, Nightcrawler comes in as well. So Nightcrawler is going to search for Farstar whilst the other X-Men get going. And I always find it really nice when these three are together, because it just takes me back to a time where these three were sort of my X-Men. You know, I remember reading, Disassembled, just before they moved to San Francisco, and these three are together in Russia, and I just really enjoyed reading them together whenever they're together. So they meet up with Polaris, and obviously she's not been privy to some of the plans in the sewers. So the plan to release the Brood is a bold move, and perhaps one a little bit more emphasized. Wolverine trusts Brood to control them, etc. And then this is where Polaris learns that Firestar is actually a double agent. And then they start asking about where everybody else is. So we start learning that Shadowcat is going after Cyclops. The White Queen is going after her target. And Juggernaut is on Krakoa performing a rescue. And he's got one of Cable's guns, so he's very excited for that. However, a Sentinel comes after Jean. She tries to divert Gambit and Rogue, but Gambit obviously knows that Jean kept that Rogue kept something from her mission, from their little mini series that Destiny asked her to keep, which is Manifold kept secret. So Emma's a little bit irked that things have been diverted, but she's got no control over it. Cinch comes in with using Iceman's powers to save Emma Frost. Meanwhile, they release Manifold, who is going to be pissed off. And literally, he is pissed off. Because look at this, he goes things. So, whilst Rogue tries to do this, his system seems trying to understand this, sort of manifests to her that, they meant you no harm. They were, the future was unwritten without Manifold, so they had to hide you because you were an Orchis target, etc. So she sort of fills in that thing. So Manifold is now on them. So he is part of the team, etc. However, Big Sentinel heads towards them, and bam. So we'll find out how that continues very soon. So Dr. Status makes a good run. He makes a joke at Wolverine because he gets into the Status pod that you'll never find Firestar, etc. And he laughs as he comes flying out of the thing. MODOK, I love this. He's got a little spacesuit. It's brilliant. He blasts Wolverine and then he escapes with his little astronaut helmet on. It's absolutely brilliant. The Brood are sent back to the nowhere, and the X-Men are heading towards the ground. Now Firestar, they realize that Firestar may actually be dead, but even though Dr. Stay hinted that she's perhaps somewhere else. Meanwhile, in Paris, it's execution time. Omega Sentinel is about to do this. And he says in these final moments that there's a very special woman who will not let you kill me. Quite simple. We know who that is to Cyclops, Jean Grey. But no, it's not Jean Grey who saves it. It's actually Dr. Gregor. She uses a small EMP to do that. And she says there is a secret part of Orchis that she could not find or connect with after Nimrod went online, etc. So she asks him, it's in space, what do you know about Sentinel City? Because once, and this is in an X-Men where we get Nimrod captured, if I remember rightly. He's disappeared, etc. So now there's going to be a new mission. I suspect they're all going to come together and they're going to go to this new mission, etc. And then the series ends with the mutants took everything from me, and I've started to wonder what exactly I asked it for. Dr. Alia Gregor, and then you get this. I didn't read this. I'll probably read this when I read it on Marvel Unlimited. I probably should read it. Sometimes it has information in it, but I don't enjoy it. I still don't enjoy it. I never enjoyed it. You know, a comic should be, the story is in the comic. That is how it's told for us. So this was amazing. I've just flown through this issue. Absolutely non-stop action from A to B. Brilliant. This is what an event should be. This is how I hold events in my mind. Great dialogue, great character development, great action, little bits of secrets dropped. What's going to happen next? People are still in danger mutants are still in danger as well. So looking forward to the next issue. Hope you like my channel. If you do, please support me by subscribing. Really appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Thank you to subscribe to my channel already. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.